Here we are, fishing fans. Out on a mission with Wingman. Say hello, Wingman.
Hello, guys.
Hi. Right, another tip. Bassman's Bounty Tip, Volume 6. Right, bass bait. So we're going to do a bass bait tonight. So yeah, we're up the estuary. We're chasing gilts, bass, whatever takes our fancy, if you like. So here's my running pack. You've all seen that already. Look, the running pack. And yeah, I've got a few beads there on the end there. Look, just to bling it up a little bit. They're not that important, but we've started using them lately, and they seem to work. So I'm sticking with them. But I like the micro beads, the really small ones. So that's the smallest you can get. Look, just to keep it nice and neat. Right. So back to the tip. Mr. Peeler. Now, a lot of people struggle putting these on, right? And by the way, this is a live crab, yeah? And traditionally, you do pull their legs off them, peel them live and put them on your hook, all right? So if you've got a problem with that, then just sort of like switch off now, yeah? But I'm not going to actually pull all his arms and legs off, right? I'm going to show you a different way. Now, since I've been using peeler a lot, the last, say, 4 years, my bass rate, the size rates increased dramatically. When I used to use worm, I was the schoolie king, 20, 30 a night. But your average size was what? 2 to 4 pound, maybe a 5 or 6 pound if you're lucky. But since I went over to using crab, and especially whole crab, as in half peeled, I've caught a lot of big bass, and well, you've seen my catches, I do catch the fish. And it is down to the bait. So instead of like completely butchering and murdering this crab, and you can see he's lifting at the back there, look. So this crab is just about to peel. He's very soft. I can show you there. He's very soft underneath, look. And he's hardly got any strength to bite me because he's just about there, look. So right, let's do it. So all I do, right, guys, take off his hat, right? Take off his little hat. Don't laugh. Take off his little hat. And that's it, right? What do you mean that's it? Yeah, that's your bait, right? Mr. Bass comes along, sees that on the floor and smells that. I mean, these things give off, a certain smell when they're peeling, and a bass automatically knows almost before he goes for a bite if it's a peeler or not, right? So there you go. So that's just all I've done is taken his hat off, right? There's his little hat. Hello. Right, so he's still alive, he's fine, yeah. Right, so to rig this thing up, I've got a little Sakuma Mini Manta 2 there, that's size 2. It's a little bit bigger than what I use normally, but I thought it'd be quite good for the demo. Right, so all I do, look, is just literally just nick in and out like that underneath. See? So you're not killing the crab. The crab is still alive. He doesn't mind me taking his hat off, because it's got to come off anyway for his peel. Right, so I've pulled that through, and I'm just going to line it up at the back like that, see? So that's in line at the back of the crab. And all I'm going to do now is wrap it up. So I've got my elastic, and I mean, usually I would take the big legs off first, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want anybody moaning to say I'm cruel or anything. So I'm going to leave it as it is. So all I've done is taken his shell off. He's absolutely fine. Now, a lot of people over whip when they do this, you see. Now you see the eye of the hook there, look, right? So the important bit is to get a few turns around the back of that. But what you don't want is to squash this bait, right? So I'm being really gentle. I'm going right over the soft part of the head, if you like, all right? So this bit, this hook here, as you can see, look, and I'll just finish it off, a couple more turns there, and all I'll do is, I'm just stuck with the little rear gunner there, look, it's very sharp, that rear one, and all I'll do is I'll do the traditional round twice through the loop. You've all done this before, and then just gently pull it tight and nip it off, right? And there you have the hook. Obviously is proud, it's sticking out the back of the crab.
Roll it forward a little bit, Paul, so I can see the hook.
There you go, look. And you can still see it looks like a crab. It's not all squashed up. It is a little bit there because you've had to go around that hook point. That is your anchor point there. So when you cast, if that's not done properly, this hook will slip and it won't be the same. The presentation won't be good, all right? So then with the second hook, right, I've got a little Icema size one there at the back. Right, all I'm going to do is put that round the shank of the hook twice, like that, okay? And then I'm just going to pull that right down to there. And I'm not going to put that in the crab, I'm going to leave it there, look. And if you can see, it's kind of disguised by that leg, that last leg. So look, so that's how it's going to look on the bottom, like that. And that crab can still actually, if it wants to, it can move around. Obviously it's not very happy because I've taken his hat off and it's sunny, right? So there you go. So that's a really good bait for a big bass. And I have caught 90% of the big bass I've caught in the last 4 years has been on that bait. So not peeled, just take the hat off, man. Flick him out, and I promise you, Mr. Bass will come along and he will just go wallop and he will take that in. So there you go. So then afterwards, all I do is I've got a stop knot at the back with the 4 little micro beads. So I just pull that down there, look. So there you can see, look, that is actually streamlined there. And that is a lovely bait, all right? And that's gonna catch me a 6-pounder. Next cast. What do you reckon, wingman? You good?
Looks good enough to eat, mate.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. And by the way, do you like my little weight?
Ah, I see your stone. What are you doing with that, mate,
That's just a little sneaky extra, right?
Mmm.
Just another little tip for you, all right? So there you go.
Carp fishing, mate.
Yeah, carp man. So there you go, look, there's a nice bait and it hasn't been squashed and it still looks like a crab. And that's gonna catch me a big bass. Cheers.